so to speak. I'll leave it on just to wait for people to arrive, if needs be. I can't believe this game is almost as old as I am. I love this version of the prelude as well. It's the really crappy MIDI that I really miss. Nobuo Uematsu, when he was told that the next game would be on CD, got really excited and said, I can't wait to finally do full orchestral tracks and voices. And then they told him, well, look, we're having some trouble with the space, can you just make everything down on really lame MIDI? But he managed to get the one song in, One Winged Angel, so we'll give him that one win. Alright, might as well get into it. I mean, it is like PowerPoint, slides, credits, you know, so I get it. Alright. Those sounds. You know, I think a lot of this is probably going to be a nostalgia trip, but I really do think that Final Fantasy VII has aged a little bit, but generally still holds up incredibly well, especially on the Switch. So I really recommend doing the Switch. Thank you, Tony, for the compliment. I've seen a lot of overlays which are like big flashing, lots of screens and stuff, but for me, like, the game is the hero. That's what, like, I would want to watch as well. So anyway, let's do it. Right, so there are some extra things on the Switch version as well, but we probably won't be using most of them. Maybe no encounter, maybe the speed as well, just to explore the area. I like that, Andy. Watching It's a Wonderful Life, seeing them flip through physical paper credit placards. I like that a lot. Okay. So this opening is basically like a tech demo for Sony to kind of prove to the world, not Sony even, Square at the time, that Sony's console, the PlayStation, could actually keep up with Nintendo and Sega. Because Square Enix wanted to use CDs so badly, they basically went all in on the PlayStation. That's why they released 3 massive Final Fantasy games in about 4 years, which is crazy. So they really wanted to show, hey, look, we have the ability to do these amazing graphics, and then people felt bad about, about going away from them. I love these shitty graphics. This is a masterpiece of pacing in terms of a cutscene. The music is set perfectly. The zooming out slowly, like the idea that this came from a guy who loved movies, the zooming out of the city, then swooping back in, is great establishment, and it's something you can only do at the time in a computer game, right? They didn't really have that much CGI in films. It's also got the best logo, it's a meteor, it's great, it looks like a materia, it has so much in it. And as much as the remake was great, it looked great and all that, this is my Final Fantasy VII experience. The team was so chuffed when they managed to get from moving video into pre-rendered background, they were so happy. Kapow! There's Jesse, there's Wedge, Biggs has gone underhead. Hi Barrett. Yeah, perfectly timed for that stab on the horns there. Come on, newcomer, follow me. I have no name. Ooh, I did not know you could get a potion from the dead body. Wow, that's the first time I've checked that in 25 years. Jesus Christ. it's very much still Final Fantasy VI in terms of the layout design. They're not really used to having a 3D battle arena here. And I like immediately level up to level 7. Gotta love those 7 references. I wonder if this other dead body has one. Yeah, got a couple potions. Did not know that. Okay. Right, exposition time. Wow, used to be a soldier, huh? Not every day you find one in a group like Avalanche. Soldier, aren't they the enemy? I figured, Jesse, you'd probably have known that by now. What's he doing with us in Avalanche? He was a soldier, Jesse. He's quit, he's with us now. I didn't catch your name. I know some people like to put their own names in. I am like... I suffer from... I wouldn't say suffer. I experience a certain type of OCD where I cannot change the name, and a bunch of other symptoms, OCD symptoms as well. Cloud is my name. Cloud, eh? And I love this. They fake you out thinking you're going to name Biggs. You think Biggs is going to be like a party member, and he's not. I don't care what your names are. This job's over. I'm out of here. So cold and cocky. Hell you all doing? I thought I told you never to move in the group. Our target's the North Maker reactor. We'll meet on the bridge in front of it. And then the really amazing FFVII shot. Next soldier, I don't trust you. Let's name Barrett first. God, I love that jawline. Yeah, thanks, Barrett. Swish. Iconic shot. All of the other game companies, when Final Fantasy VII came out, they woke up and said, okay, we know we have to change how we make games. I hate the dogs. Ow. I just got smurfed by a dog head tentacle. They did die in one hit. Yes, give me lemon. Oh, you missed it. God, I love that Buster Sword. The Buster Sword was originally meant to look, according to Tetsuya Nomura, just basically like a butcher's sword, right? Because it was originally envisaged that Final Fantasy VII would actually be set in New York, right? That was one of the early ideas that Hironobu Yakaguchi had back in 1994. There was still some remnants of that. Yo, this is your first time in a reactor? No, after all, I did work for Shinra, you know. Planet's full of Mako energy. People here use it every day. And this is when the game starts to get a bit relevant to 21st century. It's the lifeblood of this planet, but Shinra keeps sucking the blood out with these weird machines. Okay, what is he, Mormon? I'm not here for a lecture, let's just do it. Alright, you come with me from now on. And then he walks into you! I've merged with Barrett. Right, Biggs, open the door. Code deciphered. Yeah, I mean, it should be Mako. In Japanese, it is Mako, but I am... I first played this game back when I had no idea of anything Japanese, so that will stick with me. I also say Eris, you know, with an S. I cannot say Aerith. It just sounds foreign. This is a really good example of why the environments of the original Final Fantasy VII are more memorable than the remake. If you have a look at Justice Elevator, in the remake, it's just grey and metal and dull. Here, you've got the neon lights, you've got this weird pi symbol, you've got the numbers. There's a lot more characters. It's more cute in a way as well. It's not my problem, I'm too cool for school. Planet's dying, Cloud. You like school in summertime, no class. The only thing I care about is finishing this job before security and the robo-guards come. Will they ever use the term robo-guards again? No. Athilia. Barret. I did not realise that Barret actually had a gun on his arm until they started talking about the man with the gun arm. I just thought his hand was blocky, you know, with polygons. Alright. I love pre-rendered backgrounds, like look at the art of it. Yes, it's hard to navigate in a 3D world. So let me just beat up these guys. I'll put on speed, 3 times speed, so I can get through. Because these guys take the animation lock, and shooting the laser takes ages. Let me put on no encounters as well, explain this around. So it's very basic in terms of the direction of the camera, right? It's just isometric. It's 3/4, it's just looking down. But where the game truly shines is just like how it looks used, which is, I think, a lot of games with a sci-fi, set in the sci-fi element, they really went for like, look how like beautiful and technological this is. This is like rust. Everything is rusting and dying. I think that's one of the things about this game is that it does not say we should go completely away from using like things which suck the lifeblood out of the planet. It kind of says that you kind of need to find a compromise between both. Especially when you realise that people die because of the actions of Avalanche. And so by making this industrial stuff look like it's decaying, it does draw this parallel between industry and people and the humans of this planet, and also the life of the planet, right? So the goal is to try and find some kind of the middle way, which is very like Studio Ghibli. Someone's playing Super Kirby Clash. And you don't need to even be told, like, the save point just looks like a save point. That's the beautiful thing about the design. First thing I'm going to do is Barret uses a gun, so why not put him in the back row? Can't put on material sadly. Oh, it's the Electro Gimps and the big robots. So that's me. That's the thing. I won't say that Final Fantasy VII is without its flaws, because it definitely is. Which is why this kind of re-release on the Switch and the PC is so nice to have that 3 times speed. So if you haven't already, subscribe to Final Fanservice on the podcatcher of your choice, and hear me talk about this. Received restored material, which, shame I can't actually equip it yet, but hunk of junk. Do also notice as well that they kind of realised that having just pre-rendered backgrounds was going to look a bit dull, so you can kind of see Square Enix put in like these steam pipes, right? It gives a bit more of a dynamic flair. It doesn't use up too much memory because you're still using the same area, and it does kind of bring locations to life. I gotta watch to make sure you don't pull nothing. I still wouldn't let a guy who I don't fully trust in charge of the bomb. Watch out! This isn't just a reactor. We will not find out what this bit is for so long. And what's nice is that it's already over. They don't linger on it. They don't give you a sequence for 3 minutes where you're just stumbling around drunk. Just quick flash. Hurry it up. Yeah, sorry. Let's do it. Here they come. Right. I want you guys to pay attention with this boss to the really terrible translation that the original company did, because they did not have much time to translate this game. It came out in January in Japan in 1997. They needed it out in 1997. had a lot of pressure from Square to get something out to save the company again. It's weak to electricity, if I recall. That's right, attack me. Attack me. Ah, yeah, you're not the only one who played this game a bunch without a save card. I do know a few people who have had the exact same story, which I do find crazy, but that's just me. Search animation. They recreated this boss in Final Fantasy XIV, and it was fun. You know, it was a little mini boss. It was great. Tail me, tail me. Whoa. Yeah, right, okay, so I'm going to potion up Cloud, but then we can use a first limit break, which is a great invention. I really do feel like they added this because they realised that getting rid of the job system for this game does make the characters all feel the same, except for the limit breaks. Barret, be careful. Attack while its tail's up. Exclamation mark. It's going to counteract with its laser. The original Japanese is don't attack while its tail's up or it will counterattack. Or if you attack, it will counterattack. So it gives the exact opposite instructions as what you're meant to have, which I've always found extremely funny because the number of times I started this game and died immediately because I followed his instructions. Okay. Like all men, he does not have staying power, so the scorpion's tail is no longer erect and it's flaccid. Get the idea. They give you a nice heads up of who's going to get the damage to. Again, this is basically a tutorial. They don't give you that much information to work on here. Tail me, daddy. Ow, ow, ow. Always love the little graphical effects of the scorpion tail, the weird electricity thing it creates. What are you going to search? What are you looking for? Barret, he's got HP, he's fine, does not need a heal. This might kill him. Not yet. Good, attack him. I would like Barret to use his limit break. The reason being is that... Damn it. There he goes there. The limit breaks upgrade by the number of times you use them, and then after that by the number of enemies you kill. I love this end music. New weapon for Barret. Wah, wah, wah. Come on, let's get out of here. 10 minutes till the reactor explodes. This caused stress to many, many people. I shan't save since I've just saved him on my timer. What is great as well is that on the Switch version, if you do feel like you are running out of time, you can just stick no encounters on and the 3x speed, which does not affect the countdown. Ooh, Cloud's physical will be down because it's a back attack. So he'll be further away, but Barret should be just fine. Cloud can continue to use magic though. Yes, attack Barret. We'll go for the other one I'm I might just kill him in one shot. Big shots. I do love that they were quite faithful to the characters' animations in this low poly form. Barret does all of these actions and so forth. Wow. Fun fact, you cannot progress unless you save Jessie here. I have tried it. Ooh, back attack. It's a minutes time. Damn. Still gonna take a while though, just because these enemies are... They'll go down in one hit. Okay, but that one did. Rude. You alright? My leg got stuck. You are a bad terrorist, Jessie. As we find out, she's a terrible terrorist. Ow, oh my god, I cannot get up this stuff. There we go. It is still incredible to this day that you start off a game bombing a reactor, which ends up killing a bunch of innocent people in the street. Like, you wouldn't have been able to create Final Fantasy VII after 2001, definitely not. And I'm really happy. Well, in the remake they did kind of change it a bit, so they false flagged it up definitely. You know, they had the evil Shinra really be the ones who blew up the reactor badly. Which I think kind of takes away the agency, right? I like the idea that Avalanche does a terrible thing. And that's shown to be wrong. Code deciphered. I think it's Jessie first. Yeah. This is actually where you can't progress without her, because Biggs is like, where's Jessie? Code deciphered. Made it out with time to spare. Jessie falls over again. Terrible terrorist. A terrible risk, I'm going to say. Great. Really quick FFV loading times as well. There are some games which take ages to load this. That should keep the planet going, at least a little longer. Yeah. Yes, Barrett. ... indeed. Ellipses. Okay, now everyone get back. It's a great dramatic exit, isn't it? You can actually see the outside of the reactor there with the big Shinra sign on it. Wedge putting the fire out on his bottom. Rendezvous at Sector 8 station. Better than get on the train. Nice, Draken. About your money, wait till we get back. I love that, like, it's clear that you're not part of this group. And then you just kind of set off in this world. Ah, the music too. How should I play this? Excuse me. What happened? Now, the best action, if you want to be kind of nice to everyone, you say nothing, hey listen, you buy a flower. I think I'm gonna be... I feel really bad being a dick, because I love Tifa so much. Gonna have to date Tifa again. Nothing, hey. Don't see many flowers around here. Why are you hitting on this woman during a terrorist attack, which you just did? If you're only a girl, I'll buy one. You could probably charge more, Eris, I'm just guessing. Here you are. Oh, thank you. It's such a strange little encounter. I do find it interesting as to why they made it there. I think it works, but I'm not even sure why it works. Wonder what is on the wall over there. Let's see. Don't be fooled by Shinra. Mako energy doesn't last forever. Mako is the planet's life source. The end is in sight. Avalanche. Really wish we had more time spent on the upper plate. Even in the remake they didn't. Got a little bit, but... Now, we could just run. I'm gonna fight them all. Because, you know, Shinra. Evil. Plus experience points. Just gonna hold my finger down on the A button just to kill them all. If you take too long to decide, you just go to the fight. Fighting. Yeah, precisely. Flowers don't grow there. you know, Mother's Day's coming up, you could just sell them for 1,000 gil each. Keeping in mind. Ow. It's amazing how much of this game actually determined the aesthetics I've come to grow and love in my life. It's him! Fight him, let's fight them all. This one's a pincer attack. Which doesn't do a hell of a lot more damage. I do get attacked back, but might be enough to grow my limit. This one down. Attack my butt. Oh, the Midgar Zolan, yes. Oh, that sucks. It is a cool experience to be killed by the Midgar Zolan, but only if you have a save state right before it. That sucks, Jonah. I always go back for the snake as soon as I've got, I don't have time to mess around with you guys, the enemy skill materia, because the snake does beta, which is a hugely damaging fire-based attack. Makers of this game love trains. And this is definitely meant to be inspired by, of course, the New York subway, with Midgar being originally based upon it. But eventually they were encouraged us to steal from all of their experiences around the world in Tokyo as well, which is why there's so much kanji. Cloud never came. I know what he feels like. Cloud, think he was killed? No way, Parrot so tsundere. Cloud. So, do you think Cloud's gonna stay on and fight for Avalanche? How the hell would I know? Do I look like a mind reader? The original translation on the PS1 said, do you think Cloud will fight to the end for Avalanche? Like, it's a really weird, fatalistic translation there. This works a lot better. If you want all such screw-ups, why blame them? Barrett, what about our money? Not a good time, Wedge. And this great cocky entrance. I think that's one of the things I missed about Remake, is how kind of cocky he was. There he is. Cloud. Looks like I'm a little late. Damn right you're late. Watson in here making a big scene. No big scene, just what I always do. Fuck. You worried about me? It's coming out of your share, Hotshot. What I love about... he's doing this cocky stance, right? It was actually the intention originally just to make Cloud kind of like somber. But after the writers saw what they could do with the polygons to make him look cocky, he changed his character to make him more so. No, Struck, and I'm playing the stream version. Not stream, sorry, the Switch version. But the stream version is basically the same. I recommend it. We'll do even better next time. Careful, I shot this. Again, why they have Jessie do this? This is actually to establish Jessie as like a caring, maternal character, and also a flirtatious character, which leads me on to this idea that the women that Cloud kind of seems to like, or like him, are all kind of maternal. It's looking back at the reactor. Well, I had no choice. I wouldn't have been able to leave without you. This music. Train graveyard. You can definitely tell this is based upon a Japanese concept of the New York subway, born from like the 70s and 80s, right? When crime was extremely high, when it's all dank and dingy like this. That's why I hate The Last Train. I love this guy. This is my house, so make yourselves at home. I shall. Stop acting like a damn kid. Sit down and shut up. Ooh. Please don't bother the other passengers. Wow. Security mode. Me too. No, I don't want to talk to you. Oh! Don't you think I've got a bright future ahead of me? What do you have in mind? I'll be nice to him because, you know, it's not like all my life I've nothing but a sidekick. That's not going to change. I can do lots of things. Right, Jess, you talk to me. Want to look at this with me? It's a map of Midgar rail system. I like this kind of stuff. Bombs and monitors, no flashy stuff. And again, a nice subtle kind of getting close. She talks to you. They do kind of leave this in like she kind of likes you. And then in the remake they went full whole hog and made Jessie extremely horny. Which I didn't mind too. I like that as well. Support pillars built in each sector. Normal reactor blocks in the northern section. Number 2, all the way up to the number 8, which provide Midgar with electricity. Each town used to have a name, but no one in Midgar remembers them. Phew. This is the route the train's on. They really wanted people to understand what Midgar was, right, in the concept. This pizza in the sky, which is actually what inspired the look of the city, was a pizza coming around the centre right now. Each checkpoint has an ID sensor device. Thank you for the foreshadowing, literally for 10 minutes time. Fake IDs. Oh, there you go. Speak of the devil. When lights go off, you never know what kind of creeps will come out. Another great line. Terrifying line. See the surface now. The city don't have no day or night. This is a fantastic line. If that plate weren't there, we could see the sky. Floating city, pretty unsettling scenery. Huh? Never expect to hear that out of someone like you. It is full of surprises. The upper world, a city on a plate. It's because of that fucking pizza that people underneath are suffering. Not the only pizza references in this game. They love pizza. Because of New York, see? And the city below is full of polluted air. On top of that, the reactor keeps draining up all the energy. And why doesn't everyone move into the plate? Cloud, you liberal hack. Jesus Christ. No, probably because they ain't got no money. Or maybe, yes, Barrett. Because they love their land no matter how polluted it gets. I know, no one lives in the slums because they want to. Finally. It's like this train can't run anywhere except where its rails take it. Again, a really great political message. And like Hironobu Sakaguchi is definitely, when he first envisaged this, is creating a world that is describing the problems with the world as he saw it. He based Midgar on New York, but he also saw a lot of class inequality in Tokyo as well. He talks about the physical reality in Midgar of the rich literally living on top of the poor and stopping them breathing fresh air. That is a symbolic representation of how he saw class dynamics in the real world. Again, super relevant. Look how they jump down the stairs. I love the station. I don't know, there's something about it. It feels so magical. And yet it's a train station, which I know is silly. This mission was a success, but don't get lazy now. Hard part's still to come. Don't be all scared of that explosion. Because the next one's going to be even bigger than that. Andy, they will definitely need stairs when they climb up them later. Move out. Now, I've always been so confused about what I'm going to show you next, which is this couple here by the light post. I'm not letting you go tonight. Wow, okay, so they're discussing. They're gone fuck. So you talk to the dude. Isn't there somewhere we could go to be alone? Wow. It's only the train graveyard around here. They say there's ghosts too. Damn. What? Like, it's such a weird little thing. This couple are discussing where to fuck, but there are too many ghosts. And let's talk about this guy's special place. You know, oops. What are you doing? Just spread out. Jeez. I came to see it too. So bombing on top, this pillar should come down, everyone in the slums is dust. Well, there's no point in worrying about that until maybe about half an hour's time. Check it out, it's huge, isn't it? Again, this is really heavy-handed foreshadowing. I think they just wanted to show off this really beautiful and long pre-rendered background, but again, they don't need to do it. I wonder if we'll have to climb that later. Yes, Draken, I shall. It's a strange and wonderful place. See you, bro. Call some anarchy. Weird. Yeah, keep your gun arm on. What the hell do you want? Do you know who I am? Can't let him pass. What a miserable job of keeping someone like you from trying to sneak in here. Wow, you're great. Damn right, don't waste time talking is what I say. What a cop. And then if you talk to the new recruits, you cannot pass without the proper clearance. In the opening scene of Dirge of Cerberus, I believe it is set near Midgar. I don't think it's this particular Andy, but I think it is kind of based upon that. It inspired it. Did I do good this time? You've got to be tougher. But also, I totally just saved over my save file for Final Fanservice podcast, so I'm going to have to keep up with that. Oh boy. Did you hear? I want to know. Know what? It's a news update. Terrorist explosion above. It was a mega reactor. You know what this means? No, what? See, I keep on top of the things. If you ask me, if you knock out Midgar's power, all its computer signals are going to be knocked out too. Financially, there must have been about 1 billion Jill worth of damage. A lot of yeah, and that ain't all. A lot of innocent people got killed too. It's almost like people's lives are more important than money, which is a fabrication that we use. At least the people could have gone in their sleep. You are a kind of a sick lady. You know that? Avalanche is so cool. Let's talk to Johnny. Blitz. I just love them homemade cocktails. But the sure do creep up on you. Oh, shit. What the hell's wrong tonight? I thought that long hat was strange. Short above. Here, drinking. Okay. Hi, Barrett. Oh, fuck. Going ahead. Yeah. Okay. I love 7th Heaven. Papa. Again, there's a kind of fake out like, oh, is that your kid? No, it is not. Aren't you going to say anything to Cloud? Oh, hey, Tifa. Welcome home, Cloud. Looks like everything went well. Did you fight with Barrett? Depending on your answer, it will change, right? If you say not this time, then appreciation points go to Barrett for a potential date scene later. But I'm going to go with Tifa this time, so yeah, I did. I should have known. Always pushing people around, you've always been in fights since you were little. I was worried. Tifa! Honestly, Tifa as a character has, set the high standard for, like, a strong female character with vulnerabilities as well. Really good character. Never see them in the slums. But it fell for me. Oh, Cloud, you shouldn't have. If you really want to be mean here, if you really want to lose points with Tifa, you can give it to Marlene, but I'm going to give it to Tifa because, honestly, fuck that kid, right? She's really mean to Cloud. It smells wonderful. Maybe we should fill the store with flowers. Well, they're only a gill each, so... I do like if you talk with Avalanche here, they're a bit shitty with you. Just like a first drink after a job. Heck, why don't you have one too? Yeah, have some booze. It's more like it. Still a rookie here, you better listen to whatever I tell you. Oh, Cloud. Tifa really knows how to cook. Anyway, let me tell you about something. I'm not interested in your stories. God, I love how shitty he is. About what? Tifa always lets me taste her cooking. Now look at me now. I'm roly-poly. Don't know whether I should be happy or sad. It's good food and drinks that makes the shop famous. Ah. Hey, weird, you're getting excited. Stop making such a mess. Ooh. Hi, Marlene. Where's Barrett? There he is. I love Cloud jumps on the table. Papa, welcome home. I really like how good a dad Barrett is. Also how bad a dad as well, right? Because he kind of abandons her later. But obviously everything he does is for Marlene. Great. Get in here, fools. We're starting the meeting. Honestly, the translator probably overhammed up with the Mr. T comparisons with him. He is definitely an homage to Mr. T, though. Hell yeah. I mean, his arms are goddamn massive, so... Sit down. How about... Give me something hard. This was a revelation when I was playing this game, that you could drink alcohol. I'll make one for you. Again, you need to drink her alcohol, or else she hates you. I'm relieved you made it back safely. What's with you all of a sudden? The job wasn't even tough. I guess not. You're a willing soldier. Make sure you get your pay from Barrett. Again, she's being so, like, caring, and you'll see this with the women who kind of like Cloud, is this maternal instinct. With Tifa, we won't really find out why she's so caring to Cloud for a long time. Let's get that money, I'm out of here. You feeling alright? Yeah, why? Just look a little tired, I guess. Could it be some metaphysical problems? Yeah, let's go down. I really wish in the remake they had made this basement and the pinball machine lift. I think I'm a little too uptight. Yeah. You're great, don't you ever get nervous? Well, I'm close to feelings, not that good yet. Kinda, yeah. Oops, hit the news, what a blast. Sin. Is it my bomb? Oh, really did just make it like the computer told me. Must have made a miscalculation somewhere. Jesse learnt to make a bomb off the internet, probably by reading the Anarchist Cookbook or something. Oh, poor Jess. Yo, Cloud, there's something I want to ask you. Is there anyone from Soldier fighting us today? And then the amazing, cocky follow-up line. None, I'm positive. Sound pretty sure. If there was anyone from Soldier, you wouldn't be standing here now. They're thinking you're so bad because you're in Soldier. Yeah, you're strong. Probably all them guys in Soldier are. But don't forget your skinny ass is working for Avalanche now. Again, as a kid, seeing a character say the word skinny ass was amazing. Don't get no ideas about handing on to Shinra. Staying with Shinra, you asked me a question, I answered. That's all. Going upstairs, I want to talk about my money. I love Cloud. Wait, Cloud. Tifa, let him go. Looks like he still misses the Shinra. Shut up. I don't care about neither Shinra nor Soldier. I'm such an emo boy. Don't get me wrong. I don't care about Avalanche or the planet for that matter. Switch things up with everyone for me. If you do talk to them, Cloud, you say you don't care but you came to talk to me. You just want friends, is that right? Blow off, I really don't care. If you blow them off, yeah, well, you kind of don't need to be. Always talk to me. Oh, they're just so nice. Money, oh my, it's been for a lot of it. Sure the hell it's a verbal agreement, I'm going to figure this out. Character development time. Oh, I can move. Listen, Cloud, I'm asking you, please join us. Sorry, Tifa, I'm too cool for school. Planet's dying, slowly but surely it's dying. Someone has to do something. Let's let Barrett and his buddies do something about it. Got nothing to do with me. Really leaving? Just gonna walk right out, ignoring your childhood friend? This bit is badly translated, right? Because she said you're gonna walk out on your childhood friend. Oops. The correct response to this, if you want Tifa to like you, is ... sorry, because you're apologising for like walking out on her. How can you say that is actually a mistranslation of the Japanese, which is like, what are you talking about? Right, so you say sorry to be nice. You got the promise too. Aksakune? I did forget. Cloud, it was 7 years ago. We don't realise this yet, but Tifa is testing Cloud's memory. Right, this isn't just a nice moment in terms of their childhood. She's checking. Look, the well, do you remember? Great idea to bring him back to the past visually. Thought you'd never come. Get a little cold. Baby Cloud, look how big his spike is. Sorry I'm late. I really think this is a beautiful image as well, the background. Said you wanted to talk to me about something. Come the spring, I'm leaving town for Midgar. All the boys are leaving town. But I'm different from them. I'm not going to just find a job. I want to join Soldier. I'm going to be the best there is, just like Sephiroth. Now, note, this is the very first time we've heard about Sephiroth. We don't have any context of who Sephiroth is for quite a while, which makes his mystery and his mystique and his threat grow, instead of just kind of like bombarding with this idea that he's just kind of haunting you. Really great use of subtle character development. Sephiroth, the great Sephiroth. Sephiroth. Look at little polygon legs. Isn't it hard to join Soldier? Probably won't be able to come back to this town for a while. Huh? If you make it, will you be in the newspapers? They're both like 14 at this point. I'll try. Let's make a promise. If you get really famous and I'm ever in a bind, you'll come save me, alright? If I'm in trouble, my hero can rescue me. It really is amazing to this day. What's great about this moment as well is, like, they're obviously using tropes from, like, classical RPGs. It's the idea of the hometown, the promise, my hero will come and rescue me. But of course, it's set in this technological, kind of steampunky kind of world. Just go, what? Come on, promise me. Cloud, come on. Alright, I promise. Yurikita. Shooting stars can be wished upon in Japan, but they are also ill omens, right? They're also negative omens as well. So you normally associate falling stars not only with making a wish, but also being a bit worried about the future. I'm not a hero and I'm not famous, so I can't keep our promise. Childhood dream, didn't you? You joined Soldier, and Cloud is like, sort of, maybe? I certainly have the uniform. Gotta keep your promise. 日本人、いや、私は、中国人、イギリス人ね。Wait a sec, big time soldier. Promise is a promise. Barrett stash, 1500 gil, which is nothing. This is my pay, don't make me laugh. What, Daniel? You've got the next mission lined up? I'll do it for 3,000. I love that it's clearly Cloud being, alright, Tifa has emotionally blackmailed me into staying, even though we're meant to be friends. And this is his way to kind of keep face, right? It really shows that Cloud has a lot of pride Thank you. But like he's unwilling just to kind of be nice, and part of that is to like kind of protect his feelings, right? It's a hedgehog dilemma again. It's okay, it's okay. Only hoping for help. That money's from Marlene's schooling, which makes Cloud an asshole. You're stealing a kid's school money. 2,000. Thanks, Cloud. This is Barrett's theme, which is literally only used in this section. It's also a bit kind of comical, which Barrett later on in the game, they really play him off in the original as kind of stupid and like, ooh, okay, did you sleep well? Next to you wouldn't, implying that he had sex with her? She doesn't know what he's talking about though, but the correct answer to be nice to her, Barrett's not kept me up. Keep down, they'll hear you, that's what it's actually for an operation. Yeah, the remake did such a good job with Barrett. They really fleshed him out. They made him, they gave him made devotions, more flesh, and they made him a philosopher, you know? Why is Tifa coming with us? Marlene doesn't want to talk with me. I'm going this time. Alright. Agreed. I think that's why Final Fantasy VII has continued, and 8 and 9 as well, has continued to like be so playable. Is that yes, they're kind of low res when compared to the actual polygons, which they've upscaled now. It still feels like you're working on a piece of art, which is why Bravely Default did such a good job with pre-rendered backgrounds only 3 years ago. Oh, you on the train? Yo, Cloud, for next mission, that's something I want to ask you, but I don't really know how to use materia. Give you that materia we found, just teach me how to use it. What is materia? I have not explained it yet. Now, I could say I'll explain it, which makes Barrett like you, but the problem is, it takes a long time and it's extremely boring, so let's just be mean to Barrett. You can take it. That's what makes them guys and soldiers so great, huh? I'll ask Jesse again later, but you're in charge of the materia. This line has always bugged me. I got a message from the weapon shop man upstairs. There's something he wants to give you, don't forget. There is no upstairs to the bar. She's literally just talking about a shop across the street. They could have done a better job translating that. But let's first things first. Let's give him the better gun. Oops, exchange here. Let's see, ice, lightning. Lightning, we will keep on him. Barrett can have the ice. And, oops, Tifa can have score. Actually, on the topic of pre-rendered backgrounds, I think that's why the Resident Evil 1 remake and Resident Evil 0 looked so good on the GameCube as those pre-rendered. Hope he doesn't get hurt. No, he's really nice. Johnny's leaving town, and then if you talk to him and ask him why. I'm leaving, going far away, but when I come back, I'll be a better man. This is goodbye. Hey, childhood friend, you better take good care of Tifa. That is right. Johnny was looking into the pub the night before. In fact, all of these guys were. Let's talk to Gospel one. Yesterday, everyone in town was peeking at the two of you from outside the bar. Tifa's childhood friend, that's a good one. Let's go talk to Johnny's parents. I will grab Materia. He used to give us nothing but headaches when he was here, and now he's gone, we kind of miss him. Strange, isn't it? What if my son's already left? What I love about this game is the amount of detail they put into pre-rendered backgrounds of just random people's houses. A lot of it, like, there's nothing around there. Oh, Lab Monster Key joined up. Thank you very much for following me. There's nothing, like, to do in this room, right? There's nothing around here. It's literally just like, look, I can go into the toilet. Can't really even see what I'm doing. You can see Johnny's leather jackets up in there. There's weird bits of metal. Such a great little thing. Now I'm going to grab the Materia Struck and yeah, go to the shop last. Right, this is the weapon guy they were talking about. Get my friend on the second floor to teach her. It's just basically the tutorial. Can't just walk out of here without buying something. It might be unhealthy for you, if you know what I mean. I do think, like, when they remove shop owners from a game, like they did it in Final Fantasy X, and they also did it in 8 as well, a lot of the shop vendors, it does kind of take away the involvement you have in the world. Let's take a couple iron bangles. Grenades are fun to use, we'll take those. And the rest we will just spend purely on materia. Actually, let's put those on now. Yeah, he's fine, he's in the back row. Chopping save point. Right, so this is the tutorial room. It is a weird meta commentary, right? You get this all materia, you got one right off. Next, take this treasure chest. It gets really weird, and I love it. Gives it so much character. How to use buttons. Thank you, dog. What's this finger? What the hell? And the position cursor. Call me when you're around. Walk around confused. Oh, definitely play Final Fantasy VIII Remastered. It really plays so well on the Switch. I really recommend. In the wave, so press minus one more time. Really busy myself. Can always be okay. Great. Your finger. FF9 as well is incredible. I do love FF9 as well, but I think it's because I started out with 7 and then went on to 8 that those will always be my two favourite Final Fantasy games. So that's what I started with as. Hello. Fabled save point. Use a tent and select save. Get out of Midgard, you can save the world map. I do find it odd that they decided to go down this meta route and this weird cutscene where it gets squished by a treasure chest. Strange decision. Yes, it will save. I won't bother talking to the dudes, but I do like if you talk to these two, they show you about limit breaks. Hang in there, your limit gauge is just starting to build. Okay, it's full, go ahead and use it. Kick his ass, little girl. Yeah. Alright, let's get on. Oh my god, child, get out of my way. Before we leave, it's always good to buy some material. Another slow day, storm's going on there. So what can we sell and buy? This is one thing that was missing from the remake as well, is the ability just to talk with random people. Do have Ice Over Lightning, I do have one Restore, I'll get another one later. Fire, I'll get one from level 13, always good to have one now. It's always good to have multiple Restore. Let's get another Restore. You can use fire, you had ice, you have Restore, I'll give you fire, lightning, all, and that can also have Restore. Okay, time to do more terrorism. Let's do it. I've had it. Me too, these other fucking couple. It's the first time we've agreed on something. Yes. Well then, shall we? Yes. I don't know what they were intending with that exchange and why they kind of... I guess they went in to kiss each other and missed it. It's so weird. Ugh. Half wheeze. I have no idea. What is that? Morning. Come on back and get me. Port station. Yo! This ain't no private car, so split up. Hoodlums again. Damages all the luck. This is the guy from the previous night. Hello, Barrett. You say something? I said, you say something? Now look at that, it got empty all of a sudden. What's going on? It's empty because of guys like you. Problematic when talking to Barrett for some reason. Yipes. Seen the news, right? Avalanche says to be bombed. Some devoted employees like me would go to McDonald's on a day like today. Work for Shinra. Good to violence. Barrett. So I love that Tifa again. She comes in to stop. Watch Tifa's polygons as she walks away because she's going to do something extremely Japanese. Fuck, you lucky fuck. See, the little bow. So Japanese. What are you going to do now? The hell are you so calm? You're busting up my rhythm. I do love this dialogue. It is, like, hackneyed in terms of translation at some points, but I still like it. So next time, 75. Alright, I'll tell you. Just what we told you, there's a security check at the top plate. It's an ID scan system checking all the trains, which Shinra is very proud of. And in fact, which our governments basically have created, right? The ability to track people's faces with facial recognition software. Great, can't use our fake IDs anymore. 45. 3 more minutes to the ID check. 3 minutes, we're jumping off of this train. This is quite an intense plan. Let's look at the railway map monitor. So, by basically repeating the scene with what you had with Jessie earlier. Earlier on, Jessie is clearly trying to flirt with you in a romantic way. And then Tifa basically does this as well. It's basically confirming that Tifa has those kind of feelings as well. It's a clever little bit of writing. I don't think it's necessary, but I like it. I checkpoint was supposed to be further down. Search of cars will be conducted to take security alert. Stress. We're in trouble. Can I later hurry get to next stop? Someone fucked up. Let's go. Hurry. Open the door, sir. So you basically have to get through each of these cars before the timer goes out, which seems pretty easy. In this car, there's a dude trying to touch up Jessie, so she basically hits him on the way out. But yeah, let's start another check. What we've done for. You can also see Johnny there as well. Don't move up the car, just get past it. There is a dude who will also try to mug you as well, and if you just walk him by without attacking him, he gets pissed off. Wait, give me back my gill. That's right, busted. Give me one back, thank you. Okay, now here's the really weird thing. Look, there are naked men in this car. Look at that. Why? Why are they? Why are there naked men in that car? Who knows? It's a nice little thing in the game. I guess they thought people wouldn't stop to talk to them. Alright, we made it. This game, very early on, really does do a lot of these times, a lot of stress, a lot of pressure. Gotta dive out of here. Yeah, you do look at the shooting, just like a man. Scary, huh? Too late to think now, why'd you come on me? I love that they have this moment of hesitation with Tifa. And then Barrett's like, "We ain't got no time for this. What are you doing?" I love that he's practical. You don't just stop to have this weird romantic moment. Yeah, I've made up my mind. Which closer I'm going to jump? Oh, jumping over the train. You know if I go first? Leader always stays till the end. Don't worry about me, just go. Don't go getting your spiky ass hurt. I do mention the word ass in this game. Jump. Later, you take care of the rest. I've never known if they're meant to be like saluting, or if they're just like wiping their brow because he just told them to take care of everything. Everything's going as planned. It is not. Sector 5 reactor. Biggs, Wedge, and Jesse got everything ready for us, so move it now. The reactor's just down this tunnel. If you go south, you can continue going south for like 10 minutes with extremely long random encounters before basically being told to turn back. I'm going to show you one random encounter in this area and why it is so painful without having the extra cheats that they put in on the Switch. We can actually disable... let me show you the encounter. Disable encounters or speed it up. Is because you get these enemies which cast slow on you, so it takes ever to get past them. There are also these weird little flashlight enemies where the animation takes about 15 seconds to attack. They all do it in one go, so you're literally just checking your watch. Which is why it's nice to have that speed up feature as well, which I'm currently using. It's also great for training as well. You can just kill things very, very quickly. Okay, let's continue. It's one damn tiny hole. Thank you, I've been working on my Kegel exercises. You telling me to squeeze in that and to get to the plate? No way. What we're gonna do, just go in it, man. No looking, no loop, we straight down that tiny little hole. Oof. I just kind of grossed myself out. Ether. So no, I never really realised where this was exactly meant to be until I played the remake, but what this platform you're about to go on here, is basically hanging above lower Midgar, just under the plate. But they never kind of make that clear. Okay. You've got ice, attack, attack, Taldo, bolt everyone! So we just got rid of the bloody rocket. Ow. Let's speed it up, thanks. Yeah. Only problem with speeding up is you can't just hold A to attack. Yeah, you can just see Midgar. That's kind of why they put the 2 layers of the pre-rendered background to give you a feeling of scale. I never really understood that before now. Cloud this way, the reactor's up this ladder. Thank you, Wedge. I would have been stuck going nowhere. I'm sorry. The ID scan problem on the train was my fault. I modified your ID card and that's what did it. I did my best, but I failed. Oh, Jess, you did do your best. Now, I can never remember. I think if you go left, it just loops you back around, or is it this one? I think it's this one the right way. I don't know why I can never remember. That is totally the wrong way. Yeah. It's this way. Oh, this area is so much quicker than the original. I'm gonna pull out now. We'll meet up at the hideout. Can't wait you to blow up the reactor. Speed it up and back attack. Oh, and I forgot these guys do sleep attacks. Not high damage when I'm in the back row. I don't want to waste my MP before the big little boss. I received a tent. I'm going to save it. Alrighty. same model, but I like how in this version they basically made like a cleaner version of it. Not brilliantly clean, but it's not as crumbling as Maker Reactor 1. Which makes sense, right? Because Maker Reactor 1 would have been made earlier than Maker Reactor 5, which is where we are now. It's 4, I think it's 5. Wherever I am. I always like these weird things. I just thought they were like Viking robots. Ow! That almost hurt. Limit break. I could have saved it for the boss, but you know, the boss does a lot of damage anyway, sometimes. So, probably build another LB bar there. I like the sound effect, the whirring of the Maker Reactor in the background. I've also always wanted to go through that whole it's just cosmetic. It's just meant to be like some kind of train car would have gone through there, but range battle. Should have just put no encounters on. Oh god. Oh no, it's these ones. Okay, it's not as bad as the ones I thought it was, but they are still extremely annoying. Tifa's limit break. Over the years I've gotten okay at doing those slots, but I can remember when I was a kid and not being able to do them at all. Time for another solipsistic brainfuck. This is a great one too. So mysterious. Clearly same structure as Maker Reactor, but much older. Papa. Sephiroth? Did Sephiroth do this to you? Sephiroth, Soldier, Maker Reactor, Shinra, Zenbu Daikirai. I hate them all. And then we can see her pick up Sephiroth's sword and disappear. Again, they don't tell you really what that is for a while. It's a really great, weird, mysterious thing. And it shows that you and Tifa have a lot more history than we've actually discussed. Don't forget it. Come on, let's hurry. And as to why Cloud keeps having these weird, traumatic PTSD moments, we don't know yet. I know what I'm saying again. I am a saveaholic, because if you ever screw up and then realise you haven't saved in the last hour, it hurts a lot. I'm going to speed it up a bit, just so we can get to the church. Ow. I just noticed, I say ow a lot when the characters in the computer games I play get hit, which I'm only just realising is a bit weird. Ow. So now I'm conscious I'm doing it. You people are dog murderers. I'll picture you. Speed back on, just so these ladders are slow. The thing is, right, if I didn't have the 3x speed, I wouldn't want it, but now that I do have it, it's indispensable. You know what I mean? So you could play this game completely without using the enhancements whatsoever, but I feel like normal dogs should have tentacle heads, you know, Andy? I feel like that is the normal now. That's what happens when a dog stares at Cthulhu. Cast darkness on you. Disgusting. Maybe. Ah, my old friend, the elevator. I don't know why I love this elevator and its weird neon colours. We have FFVII, which I'm too much of a tightwad to use. This is a great little minigame. Like, they didn't need to do this, but it's fun. Jesse said we have to push the button all at once. Okay, let's take a bet. How many times will it take me to actually hit it at the same time as Barrett and Tifa? I don't think I've ever been able to do it the first time, but I'll give it a go. Fuck. Slightly too early. Oh, it's good enough. 3, okay. Count of 3 was not bad. And literally, it's just gotta guess when the timing is. How am I team looking? I think we are fine to fight Proud Clod. We can save that 10th for when we actually need to use it. I said Proud Clod, no, I'm the Airbuster. That's the one. This way. Or not. It's a trap. Shit. What the hell's going on? I'll do my Don Calamari. That's a trap. President Shinra. It is a bit weird that President Shinra himself would come for this. It makes a lot more sense in the remake when it's a hologram. You must all be, what was it? Avalanche, don't you forget it! So you're the President Shinra, huh? Hisashi Bari, President San. No, long time no see. Oh, you. Well, quick soldier joined Avalanche and you'll be supposed to make over for the look in your eyes. I think the President is aware of what Cloud is, otherwise he wouldn't just kind of go along with this. But maybe he's just like working on bad intel. Tell me, traitor, what was your name? Cloud. Forgive me for asking, but I can't be expected to remember everyone's name. Unless you become another Sephiroth. Oh, Sephiroth was brilliant, too brilliant. And this is why I think the President is fucking with Cloud here, is because he starts talking about Sephiroth. He was brilliant, perhaps too brilliant. He's like, Sephiroth? Like, why are you talking about it? It's because the President is like, I know what you are. I'm not going to discuss it with a massive spoiler, but yes, the link between him and Sephiroth. Don't give a damn about none of that. This is why I love Barrett just comes in. Place is going to have a big bang soon, so if you're right. Such a waste of good fireworks, just to get rid of vermin like you. Vermin? That's all you can say, vermin? Shinra the vermin for killing the planet. Guess that'd make you king, vermin. So shut up, jackass. I love Barrett. Just says what you would want to say in a game. You're beginning to bore me. Shoot him. Here's a man, excuse me, I have a dinner at 10. Dinner? Don't give me that, I haven't started with you yet. I think it's really clear looking at the design of these characters as well, what Hironobu Sakaguchi wanted to explore in this game along with the writers as well. You have a black guy fighting for the planet, fighting for the people. You have the rich white guy living on top, suppressing everyone. I think they never really talk about race relations. I don't think the Japanese are great at talking about race relations in any kind of media, but I do think they understood that relationship at the very least. Made arrangements for a playmate for you all. That noise was a click, Tifa. The hell is that? Airbuster, a techno-soldier. Our weapon development department created him. I'm sure the data we'll extract from your dead bodies will be of great use to us in future experiments. Techno-soldier? Now then, if you'll excuse me, if you notice the helicopter, I think they were so proud of having the helicopter in. Yeah, pretty much, Robogard, yeah. But they couldn't figure out a way to have the president be in the helicopter without, like, sticking on that stupid platform on the side. Quite funny. Great president. Thinking Cloud is like, he knows something about me. I think that's what it is, but I think it's too subtle. There's too much subtext here, not enough text. This is from Soldier? No way, it's just a machine. I'm gonna bust him up. Yeah, first time we're hearing Those Who Fight Further. Fucking love this tune. So you can back attack him for a bunch of damage, but he gets pissed off and starts shooting you with his ass gun. Hey, there's a program 1. What was this again? Oh yeah, big one. This kind of hurts. Is he gonna do a cloud? Yeah, I should heal him. There you go. He's gonna shoot me again. It was the techno soldier, it wasn't me. You should lose the ability to turn around shortly. Yeah, that's better. Oh. Tifa might be in trouble HP-wise, actually. No, he did on Baron. Okay. Well, he's in his place. Big shot him. LB time. Unless he dies, he does not die. Brilliant, he's even going to give me a back attack for the limit break. It's perfect. I can all just die after this. That. Turn function non-operational. Don't tap Barret. Ooh, close. Well, I'm going to go to HP, but I reckon with this Braver that'll probably kill him. Bam! Really? Nope, there we go, yeah, it's the end. That's a lucky effect. This was the very first cutscene I ever saw of Final Fantasy VII on like a TV promo for it. It's gonna blow, let's go Tifa. Barret, can't you do something? Not a damn thing. Cloud, please don't die, you can't die. There's still so much I want to tell you. Oh, no, Tifa. Honestly, I ship them. If you be strong, it's for Tifa. If you don't know you can hold on, you boost Barret in his affection for you. I don't know why. Let's be strong. You worry about yourselves, I'm alright. Take care of Tifa. I'm such badass. Sorry about all this. Stop talking like this is the end. You're literally about to fall down 150 meters into a city. Much later we'll kind of understand that Cloud is probably more resilient than a normal human. I love that shot. You alright? Who is that talking to us? Can you hear me? Yeah. Back then I only got scraped knees. What do you mean by back then? What about now? Can you get up? What do you mean by back then? What about now? Again, we do not know who this is, and even having completed the game upwards of 40 times, this person in him is never fully really revealed, but we kind of get that it's basically himself talking to himself. I'll try. Oh, it moved. How about that? Take it slow now, little by little. Little by little. Hello, hello. I know. Hey, who are you? Hello, hello? Mushy, mushy. Mushy, mushy. And he's completely fine. You okay? This is a church in the Sector 5 slums. I mean, she goes along with this so quick. Just fell from above, you really gave me a scare. You don't seem worried, you seem really relaxed. Came crashing down. Roof in the flower beds have broken your fall. You're lucky. Certainly am. Flower bed. Is this yours? I love everyone's worried about crushing the flowers. Sorry about that. That's alright. The flowers here are quite resilient because this is a sacred place. As we'll kind of eventually discover, the flowers aren't really there because the church is a sacred place. The flowers are there because Eris is there. And it seems where Eris is, life also grows, right? Eris, or Erith, as it was originally meant to be called, grassy flowers don't grow in Midgar, is actually it's like a weird take on the word Earth. She's meant to be called Earth, of like the ground of growing of the planet. And no trouble blooming here. I love it here. Again, you're not concerned about this dude who just crashed through your ceiling. Oh, okay, just readjusting. Oh yes, I can talk to her. So we meet again. You forgot. Now, I feel like we should be nice to Eris. So, what I could do is say, yeah, I remember. I could be super mean to her and say, you're the slum drunk. I'm not going to be that mean. I'm going to say, you were selling flowers. I'm so happy. What is she? Thanks for buying my flowers. Say, do you have any materia? Again, this is apropos of nothing. Do you have any materia? Yes, some. Nowadays you can find materia anywhere. But mine is special. It's good for absolutely nothing. Good for nothing? You don't know just how to use it. No, I do. It just doesn't do anything. I feel safe just having it. It was my mother's. They don't explain this for so long. I thought that in the remake they would actually clear up this kind of conversation and make it feel more natural. But actually they very much leave it as this weird kind of clunkiness. Say, I feel like talking. Do you feel up to it? After all, here we are meeting again. Again, I'm not going to be mean to Eris this time. I do not mind. Wait here, I've got to check my flowers. It'll just be a minute. And you go talk to her. Just a little longer. Oh, I forgot my name. Thank you, Lab Monster Key. I've verbal diarrhea, I know. My name is Eris. Now, look, I know what you're thinking. Why isn't he correcting the name to Erith, as the original games kind of intended for her to be called? I can't do it, her name is Eris to me. I'm sorry. I'm Eris the Flower Girl, nice to meet you. Love Eris. My name's Cloud. Me? I do a little bit of everything. Jack of all trades. Yeah, do whatever's needed. What's so funny? What are you laughing at? And you can also notice that Cloud's behaviour... so, Erith came from... That's what the original developers of the game, Andy, wanted to call her, because it's meant to represent the word Earth, right? It's meant to be like a nice version of the word Earth. Eris came from the translators... Because in Japanese it would be in hiragana, Eris, so it sounds like Eris. Because the TH and the S sound are basically the same. What's so funny? What are you laughing at? Sorry, I just... Reno. Bad time on my part. Then do I go talk to him? Cloud, don't let it get to you. What she means by don't let it get to you is don't talk to him. Because if you go and talk to him now, you actually lose affection points for some reason. He just says, don't mind me. Ever been a bodyguard? You can do anything. Indeed. Take me home. Oh yeah. Okay, but it will cost you. Notice how Cloud is so much more cocky. It's almost like he's playing a different character in front of Eris. How about I go out with you once? Date. Here we go, Reno. I don't know who you are, but You don't know me. I know you. Oh yeah, I know you. That uniform. Turks. Hey sis, this one's a little weird. They're talking to Eris there because they know her, right? Like, she's not an unknown quantity. In fact, they've probably had more interactions than just being predator and prey. Shut up, Shinra spy. One taken out. Haven't decided yet. Don't fight here, you'll ruin the flowers. The exit's back there. This is a great scene. Reno steps through the flowers. They were Mako eyes. Catch you later, Andy. Alright. Come back to work. Get to work. No worries. Have a good one. Stay safe. Oh. And don't step on the flowers. I love the reactions. He's just stepped on himself. They're ruined. You're going to catch holy hell. It's a great moment. Right, so before we do anything, we equip Materia onto Eris, or she will have nothing. How do I get to the equip scene? Let's make sure I can actually... Yeah, let's upgrade her. She's ice, restore, fire, perfect. And then Cloud gets restore as well. And we're good to go. Hedgehog pies. I do love how ugly these monsters are. Weak to ice, strong against fire. The perspective is pretty weird here, but you can see that there's a big missile in the middle of the church. There they are, over there. Cloud, that one. I know, it looks like they aren't going to let us go. What should we do? There's only one thing left to do. We run the shit away. I love how shit she is at jumping. Alright, I'll hold them off. Make sure they don't get through. Don't shoot her. You need her alive, you idiot. Think we killed them? They never should have fought us. Cloud, help. So you do have the option of screwing around and doing nothing, but what you're meant to be doing is saying, hold on a minute, I'm going to climb up to the top flip, and then I believe it's this one? Maybe? Yeah, I got him. And then we've got to wait until she kind of gets to the next bit. I think it's this top one next, if I recall. Yeah! Cloud, help! Hell yeah, Jonah. Hold on a minute. Gonna murder one more dude. Zip, zip, zip. Yep. Another one dead. Thanks, Cloud. You're welcome, Eris. I would kill a whole army for you. Cloud, help! You could just start casting magic. Hold on a minute. Push the barrel. If you really want to mess with her affections, you could just do the complete wrong barrel, so she kind of gets a bit pissed off. Thanks, Cloud. And we just wait for her to come. And now she has no problem jumping across. Nothing like the fear of being shot to make you guys run faster, eh? This way. God. Random encounter in the attic of the church. Eris has the highest naturally occurring magic attack in the game. She's really good at magic. All of her LBs are healing based or prevention based or status based. It's a real shame if you couldn't use it throughout the rest of the game. Ah, there we go. I love how cute this environment is. Like, I love the hyper-realistic stuff in Final Fantasy, but like having like the miniaturized, the chibi people polygons and the chibi church, it really does bring me back to 97. They're the Turks. They scout for possible candidates for soldier. I thought they were kidnapping someone. They're also involved in a lot of other dirty stuff on the side. Spying, murder, you know. They look like it. But why are they after you? There must be a reason, right? No, not really. I think they believe I have what it takes to be a soldier. Sure, Eris, maybe you do. You want to join? I don't know, but I don't want to get caught by those people. Reno waxes his chest. I love this little jumping bit. Wait, I said. Such a lovely little moment. Slow down, don't leave me. Funny, thought you were cut out to be in soldier. You're terrible. Again, there's an ease to their conversation that is totally different with Tifa, right? With Tifa, there's a lot of like pain and hurt. With Eris, it's, you know, it's fresh and new, and kind of like it does kind of feel like a very teenage relationship. It used to be. How'd you guess I was in soldier? Your eyes have a strange glow, sign of those who have been infused with Mako, a mark of soldier. It's basically like a magic knight. How'd you know about that? Oh, nothing. Nothing? Right, nothing. Come on, let's go, bodyguard. I love that really, like, vague conversation she gives. She's talking about Zack. I also love the choice of debris they chose to use for Sector 6. So Sector 6 is an area where the plate kind of semi-collapsed halfway through construction. So it's meant to be a lot more filled with just random crap, which is why we get these weird Roman columns for no reason. It is almost like post-apocalyptic. Hurry before they come. Save point. Stop. And Sector 6 slums, which, I mean, admittedly, they did a really good job in the remake of making. Going the pipe's a weird one. No matter what you ask him, the only answer is, If they have a war market? No. Everything you want over there. So, we're about to get... The line we're about to get here was cleaned up really well for this version, but the original translation will horrify you. It says, this guy is sick, right? That makes sense. The original translation on the PlayStation 1, PS1 was, this guy are sick. Which always bugged me. Let's go see sick guy in a tube. Ooh, can't we help him? I'm not a doctor. Don't know why she thought he would help. No, I guess not. Yes, tattoos. The number 2. People with tattoos. Obviously, massively Mako poisoned. Interesting. This house over here is fun. President Shinra says is alive, but you can't trust Avalanche or whatever you call him. Better on you like, when it comes down to wanting to live like the people up there. So what I believe in me, myself. I never lied to myself, that's for sure. Actually kind of a positive message, in a way. Right, this room here has 2 interesting things in it. There is a boy sleeping in bed, even though he's blinking. There is also this flyer, which is a Turtle Paradise News number 1. We will eventually go to the Turtles Paradise, but you need to find 6 flies throughout the world, and there's the first one. Okay, so if you look at this drawer, it says top drawer, bottom drawer. If you open it, it says nothing, right? But then you go talk to the sleeping kid, and he says, no one find it, num. Top drawer and the bottom one. So then you go, flip, you go back to the drawer, open the top drawer, bottom drawer, and the hidden drawer between them. If you do that, 5 gil. 5 whole gils of stash. Should I take it? Should I leave it? Do I rob the kids? I will leave it. Because hey, you know what? 5 gil can buy an entire match. Oh dear, she's literally looking for crap off the ground. We only trade items for gil here. Do I need anything? I think I'm okay without. And I think this is the materia shop. I think I'm also good on materia. Yeah, I've got one of the material stores. Don't need any more. And the weapon shop is this cracked out caravan, which I love. Again, there's a lot of American influences clear in this game, aside from it being originally based in New York. So I think having a caravan like this is very American in their eyes. Okay, so I could increase their type and defense. Get one for Barrett, because he's a bit low. Oh, actually, don't have Barrett around yet. Yeah, we'll stick with one for now. We'll put it on Cloud. I have no accessories. I love this line here from this dude. You want weapons? That's too damn bad. I ain't got no weapons to sell ya. And the reason is, the weapon store's over that way. This guy here we just talked to. Like, it's such a weird interaction, but kind of what makes this game so great is these weird moments. Such a perfectly designed area. You're in the horrible slums, and then you come out to this area, and it's just... It is both it's the combination of nature, flowers, but also the fact that you can clearly see pipes and stuff coming out of the house as well, right? It's not saying that just nature is all good. It's saying that, like, the idea is to kind of live with technology and nature in harmony and equilibrium, rather than using one to dominate the other. I think I have everything. I got cover materia. Cloud will cover Eris. Cloud will die for Eris. Anything? No. And they made this area so beautiful in the remake. Such a good job. I'm home, Mum. Hi, Elmira. This is Cloud, my bodyguard. Bodyguard, you were followed again? You alright? You're not hurt, are you? I'm alright, I had Cloud with me. This strange boy I brought home. Thank you, Cloud. So what are you going to do now? 7 far from here? Want to go to Tifa's bar? Is Tifa a girl? We are about to get some choice options here. Yeah. A girl friend? If I say yeah, that's right. Hurts Eris? I'm going to say no way. Because Cloud ain't gonna lie. Like, him and Tifa, they tight, but they ain't going out. So no way. Hee hee hee. You don't have to get that upset. That's nice. Let's see, Sector 7, I'll show you the way. Gotta be kidding, why do you want to put yourself in danger again? I'm used to it. Used to it? Well, I don't know, getting help from a girl, because I'm a misogynist. It is 1997 after all. Ugh. It seems very unlike Cloud. A girl? What do you mean by that? I don't know if it was meant to be teasing, but... Hell yeah, Eris, kick his ass. Take Cloud to Sector 7, I'll be back in a while. Wait till she gets down. But dear, I give up. Never listen once you made your mind up. You didn't really argue against it much. You must go to when you go tomorrow. It's getting late now. Yeah, you're right. But her true intention, as we'll see, is not to have Eris rested up. Please go make the bed. Let's talk to her. That glow in your eyes, you're from Soldier, right? Yeah, or used to be. I don't know how to say this, but could you please leave here tonight without telling Eris? Like, and honestly, Elmira had made the right decision there. She's polite about it, but she's also like, look, you don't get to be nice and play like everything's okay. You're a member of Soldier. 6 to 7 is a little 6 is a little rough. Better get some rest. Cloud. Good night. So I guess I'm sleeping in your mum's bed. Oh man. Seem pretty tired. It's inner voice again. Haven't slept in a bed like this for a long time. Ever since then. Back home with Mama Cloud. And it's been revealed her name is Claudia, which is great. Oh, how you've grown. I bet the girls never leave you alone. See, this is why it gets super Freudian, right? We can apply Freudian analysis here. Obviously, weird Oedipal thing going on here. And then the girls that, you know, possibly like Cloud are all quite maternal. Jessie, Tifa, Eris. Weird. Not really. So cool. I'm worried about you. A lot of temptations in the city. What if you get an STD? Be a lot better if you just settle down with a nice girlfriend. I'm alright. You should have an older girlfriend, one that will take care of you, like a mother. I think that would be best for you. I'm not interested. I'm Christian Bale. For some reason. Must have fallen asleep. Sector 7's past Sector 6, should be right by myself. Okay, so first of all, if you run here, Eris will come out, she'll be pissed off. So you gotta walk. On the Switch, you can do so on the D-pad. In the original, you had to, like, basically not hold down B. Okay, and it should be safe to run now. I don't know where Elmira's gone, but... So we leave for Sector 6 and War Market. Oh, and Eris is here. How'd she get in front of you? Who knows? I couldn't ask you to go, and you would be dangerous. Are you done? You have to go through the slum Sector 6 to get to Tifa's 7th Heaven. I'll take you there, come on. I do like Eris. What I like about this game so much in terms of the writing is that in terms of like the motivation of the characters, they keep returning time and time again to why these characters are doing what they're doing, why they're sticking around as a group, what they want out of whatever it is they're doing. And it isn't just like the player character controlling your main character in order to get from one place to another, right? Other characters have motivations and will drive you. But actually Cloud, for the next big section, gets fairly passive. You know, he kind of allows himself to be pulled along a bit because he's a bit overwhelmed with what's going on, especially in War Market and dressing up and all that. So it does kind of change the dynamic, right? You are not just a player character, you are a person in this world, and that's what makes this game so damn special. Zip! Ow. God, you're taking a lot of damage, Cloud. Come on. There we go. The reason why I kind of ran around a bit is because I do need a bit of gil before I do the next area. So I'm just gonna do like 2 more fights. Ah, Hell House, yeah! Good thing we didn't leave here without fighting Hell House. The best damn enemy in any game ever. Is he a house? Is he a giant robot? Is he sentient? Does he feel? Can he love? When he grows up, does he want to be a villa? I don't know. Come on, pop out. Ow. There he is. There's the true face of Hell House. Whose idea was it to design this character? Who knows? I love it though. I do think that, like, the later one you get in Final Fantasy, the less weird the monsters get. And I do think that's a shame. Oof. Oh my lords. Cloud getting beaten up. I need to heal him with potion. There we go. I think I'm enough 1300. Worst comes to worst, bring myself some potions, yeah. But first, the gate to Sector 7's in there. I love this scene. Guess this is goodbye. Gonna be alright going home? Oh no, whatever will I do? Isn't that what you wanted to say? I think go on to Sector 7. I actually can't remember which one's better there. What do you mean in the way? Nothing. Just thinking about Tifa. Can we take a break? Of course. I love the design of this, and this weird little, like, I guess it's a Moogle or a cat or something. Can't believe it's still here. This is such an iconic shot that this was the first thing that people recognised when they did the Final Fantasy VII reveal trailer, like 4 years ago now. There's that, oh, it's that weird cat thing. Must be Final Fantasy VII. What rank were you? Rank? And soldier. I was first class. Again, so subtle, so good. Just the same as him. Same as who? My first boyfriend. Were you serious? No, but I liked him for a while. I think that's what I like, is that how kind of like casual this is. A lot of the subsequent games and stuff, they really tried to make this like this doomed romance, but I do like how Aeris just had like just a boyfriend she liked. Really doesn't matter. Shame, I would have liked to have seen what Cloud did there. Chocobo carriage, huge turning circle. Tifa. And then Aeris shows a bit of shade here. The girl in the cart was Tifa? Where's she going? She looked kind of odd. I mean, she is wearing that dress. Mate, I'm going alone. You go home. So, we are getting to Wall Market, which I love. Wall Market's amazing. However, there are some problems with it. Some bits hasn't aged as well. Everyone's a bit too shocked about the idea of people cross-dressing or people who are gay. It seems kind of almost too shocked, right? But I do appreciate that they tried to make this cosmopolitan. They do try to normalise a little bit, but it is still kind of dated. The remake fixed all of that. It is, for me, the only perfect segment in that game, but goddamn, it's a great segment. Place is scary. Got to find Tifa fast. I'm actually going to save, and I think I'll call it there for a night. I think 2 hours of Final Fantasy VII is pretty good. Tomorrow, at the same time, 6 PM EST, I will be continuing from the save. We will do the whole Wall Market segment. We'll see if we can get Cloud chosen to be the date of Don Corneo, and I reckon we could probably get to the end of Midgard tomorrow. So let's try that. All right. So thank you so much for watching, guys. Whoever's still remaining, love you all. Hope to see you tomorrow, and until then, be safe.